So let's get this straight. ABC filmed an entire season of The Bachelorette, promoted it, got people ready for it, and then at the last minute they pulled it right before the premiere. Okay, this is not normal. Definitely not. This is definitely a full-blown TV collapse. Because once a show gets cancelled this late, we're not talking about, oops, we're talking about how did he even get this far? Because the craziest part about this was that filming was already done, everything was already set and done, and this was not some early stage idea that just phased out. They fully made this season. This is exactly why it's insane, because if you're pulling something this late at the finish line, the real question now is who let this get to this point? And let's be honest, Taylor Frankie was never just a random choice. You knew she had baggage, controversy, and a messy image, but still you see added her to the show right onto the finish line. That's questionable. So now I'm looking at ABC like, what was the plan here? Were you all trying to come back with some chaos? Were you trying to be edgy? Like, I don't understand. Was it some kind of PR stunt? Because this does not look like a network that was blindsided. This looks like a network that gambled on controversy and then panicked when the backlash was too strong for them to handle. And the part I'm not buying is you're telling me a giant network like ABC, whom cast people, vet people, market people, do background checks on people, build a whole story on people, were unable to see this particular information as a problem? Like, you got blindsided. I truly don't understand. And the fascinating thing about this was that it wasn't even a secret. It was out there in the open. How did you miss this? How? But somehow they didn't think this was going to be a problem. It wasn't going to come back to them and affect them negatively. Come on, let's be real. I'm sorry, I don't believe any of that, because I think they thought they could manage this issue and somehow take advantage of this controversy, probably to help their situation. And then the footage resurfaces, the optics get worse, and the pressure around it gets bigger. And suddenly everybody wants to act like they're principled. No, that's not being principled. That's being caught. And this thing went through casting, production, promotion, rollout, and collapsed right before the audience could even get a chance to even see it. That's not a bad decision. That's a system failure. And this is why I keep on saying reality TV doesn't want healthy people. It wants people with functional chaos. People that are dramatic enough to bring in the ratings, but safe enough so the network can pretend like we are still selling a love story over here. That is the game. And every now and then, they miscalculate badly, and these are one of those situations where it went way, way, way out of their control. What even makes it more embarrassing is the fact that they had to replace the premiere slot. That even tells you how late this thing blew up. Money got spent, contestants gave up their time, production happened, promotions happened, and then boom, everything was gone down the drain. So this is bigger than Taylor, of course, because this makes the Bachelorette look like they are very unstable. Because if your big revival plan can collapse in 3 days before the launch, then what exactly are viewers supposed to trust? The castings, the producers, the judgments? Because right now, all this makes the network look desperate, sloppy, and completely out of control. They cannot manage the situation at hand. And this is why the story matters. Not because reality TV is messy, because they are always messy, but because the giant network let this get all the way to the finish line and then acted shocked when it all exploded in their faces. So tell me, did Taylor Frankie actually destroy the Bachelorette? Or did ABC destroyed itself by thinking the controversy could carry the franchise. Because let's be honest here, I think the network actually played itself. Really. Anyways, I look forward to hearing from you guys. On to the next one. Peace.